Good morning, guys. Today is October 24th, 2019. This is the next series of videos of me testing from 11 DPO to 14 DPO, or yeah, because then if I'm not if Aunt Flo doesn't come in this series, or if I'm not positive in this series, then I'll start a whole slew of clips or videos in another YouTube video. First off, I just want to say that I hope that everyone had a good week so far. It's Wednesday. I want it to be, what's today? It's Thursday. I want it to be, it's Thursday, so that's a great thing. I'll take that. I try and stay as positive as I can. So I just want to get started with it. I also just want to say that, I am 3 days before my cycle starts. And I don't know, I'm feeling some slight cramping on like the right side of my lower abdomen, and I don't know, so it may come, and it's fine if it does. I mentioned in my last video about my progesterone. I ovulated unmedicated. At first, the doctor that I'm seeing now diagnosed me with PCOS and had me on letrozole. And when I had my progesterone taken with my other doctor, on letrozole, it was 14.7, and I think I was like at 7 DPO at the time, whereas I was 10.2 this time around unmedicated. So this means that my body is working as it should naturally, and so I am grateful for that. And yeah, so after if there's no positive test, and my menstrual cycle does come, then I have to contact my doctor to do a diet study to make sure that the sperm is beating egg. So just make sure that I don't have any blockage. So I'm not too, like, I want it to be positive. However, I also just want to be reasonable here. And I want to make sure that I'm checking every box to ensure that medically this can happen. On the spiritual side of things, it's on God's timing. So if medically I'm okay, then I just kind of put it in God's hands, and I'll continue to be optimistic and test until God says, yes, this is what I blessed you with. So let's get started. I'm gonna test with First Response and the cheap test from Amazon called Preg Mate Kit. Is that what it is? Yeah, so I'm gonna test with those two, and we'll see. So guys, this is the First Response test that I bought yesterday. It's like 3 tests in there, so this should give us, let me see, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so this one gives us up until 13 DPO, but that's fine. I'll just get another one. So it's no big deal. Now, it says test 6 days sooner. So my period starts in 3 days. So, maybe it's possible that it's, that I definitely cannot be pregnant if it's negative. However, I just want you to know that here it says some pregnant women will not be able to detect HCG. Where am I at? I've lost my space. HCG in their urine 5 days before the expected period. Some pregnant women will not be able to detect 5 days before expected period. So it's saying that you're, Tiana, you're 3 days before your cycle, so you really should probably be getting something, which is, but I'm still not going to rely strictly on this. I'm just not. Again, if I'm not pregnant, I'm sorry, if on-flow doesn't show, then I'm still going to test, regardless of if it's negative today. I'm still going to test tomorrow and then the next day, just because. And then this one here, this is the ovulation pregnancy combo kit with Pregnate HCG test in here. So I'm going to test with that as well. Yeah, I had to. I'm sorry, I couldn't show the rest of the dipping in it. I mean, I didn't have. There wasn't enough to like dip the whole stick in, so I had to like tilt the cup, and I didn't want to show you guys that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed and come back, and we'll see. God's will. All right, guys, I'm back. All right, so I'm still a little congested. I was sick on Sunday and had a fever. So let's go ahead and check. It's about 7:12. It took longer than I expected, as always, but I think the longer the better. So let's check. All right. So today I am 11 DPO. I'm supposed to start my cycle in 3 days. So I'm gonna check the I don't know. Let's check the cheap test first. Okay, sorry. So I don't think I see anything on this one. It's negative, I believe. Yeah, so it's nothing on that one. So let's check the first response. God. I do not see anything on this one either. Yeah, so I don't see anything on this one either. So I'm gonna say maybe I'm gonna be out this cycle, but I'm going to check again tomorrow. If my cycle doesn't show up, I'll check again tomorrow. Yeah, so I will check again on tomorrow. I still have 3 days left before my cycle comes. First response is supposed to check. It says 6 days sooner. And, you know, so even though, you know, it's, you know, maybe I should have gotten a positive if I was pregnant, there's still a huge possibility that that I could be pregnant. So I'm going to keep that in mind. I know that the cheap test doesn't really test for low HCG levels. The first response is supposed to. So I'm just going to continue on testing until either or happens. So you guys have a blessed day. I will see you guys on tomorrow. The first video, like I said, should post today. So hopefully you guys will be able to see that one. And have a blessed day. Bye. Good morning, guys. So today is October the 25th. It's my sister's birthday. I have to call her. And also today I am 12 DPO. I've been watching a lot of videos these past few days and saw that women that are 12 DPO will get a positive, but everybody is different though. I don't want to say that. I don't want to compare myself to anybody, but you know, for the most part, women that are pregnant have gotten a positive pregnancy test with first response. Not so much the cheap test that I've been using, but I did watch a video yesterday that it was a woman who tested with first response and it was negative, and it was a digital first response test, and it told her that she wasn't pregnant. However, the cheap test has showed like a faint line. So the first response did not show, that did not say that she was pregnant, but the cheap test did. So she went and got some blood work done just to make sure that she wasn't pregnant. And doctors told her that her HCG level was 125 or something like that, and so they don't understand why the more expensive test didn't detect that. But for the most part though, at 12 DPO, when you're using first response, the test came back with some kind of faint line. It wasn't a dark line, but it came back with some type of faint line. So, but anyway, I'm gonna test until my period comes. Yesterday, I said that my period was due in 3 days. Actually, it's due in 4 days. I just checked my calendar yesterday. I was like, oh wait, it's due in 4 days. So now today it is due in 3 days. I am breaking out. And again, well, this has always been there. That's been there at 4 DPO. It formed on my face at 4 DPO. And then I just saw this buddy this morning. So, and again, I don't have the best skin, and my eczema is going crazy because I live in a state that's cold, and different air, different quality of air, I guess. I don't know. But let's go ahead and get started with testing. So yesterday, this is the 11 DPO, at cycle 30, because I have a 32 to 35 day cycle. So anyway, my temperature was 98.4. As you can see, both first response and the cheap test that I ordered from Amazon is negative. And then today, this morning, I take my temperature at the same time every morning. As of October 25th today, at 12 DPO, cycle 31, I went down some at 98.2. So sometimes though, sometimes my temperature does increase or jumps all over the place right before my cycle, and then it just kind of dips after my cycle has come. So I can't really say that that my body is, my temperature is staying around 98 degrees to have what do they say? Seems like the baby's in the oven cooking, so your body stays warm for the baby. I can't say that's what it is. I want to be realistic and positive at the same time. It could be, but I don't know for sure. So anyway, so this is it's unopened first response that I'll be using today. This, and then of course the cheap test from Amazon, and then that's the yarn that the cup that I peed in, I am gonna just go ahead and start. It's getting a little bit late. So here are the unused tests. Okay, I'm gonna dip the cheap test first and then the first response. Here we go. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. As you can see, that is going across. So I'm going to cover that up. Next is the first response. This is first morning yarn. I'm not sure if I mentioned that or not. It's about 6:45 in the morning. Hold on. So this is the first response test. So dip that in there. And as you can see, that was going across. So I'm gonna cover it up. All right, so they're both covered. And then we'll return to see what the results are. I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed. And I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, so I'm back. We're gonna go ahead and check. It's Friday, so it's casual day. I'm really excited about it being Friday, number one, because I'm just, I don't know, I just want to relax. My fiance is out of town until Tuesday, and it's just been a crazy week. I work at a university, so it's ready to be, semester's getting ready to be over, and it's getting ready to turn into a new semester, so it's getting pretty busy. But anyway, let's go ahead and check and see what's what. Before I check, I would be telling stories if I didn't say that I was nervous. I am nervous, even though I try to be optimistic about these things and know that eventually God will bless me with the desires of my heart. I just, it's the human in me. I'm still human, and I don't have the capability to not be anxious, to not be a little nervous here and there, and but I have the understanding that things happen when it's time, when it is due to happen. And then if it doesn't happen, it's okay too, because it just wasn't meant. And then that means that I need to focus on something else. And my eye is twitching as I say that. Again, it's the human in me. However, I'm a Christian. I have faith that He will bless me with the desires of my heart. So I'm gonna leave it in His hands. Okay, let's go ahead and check. So I'm going to look at the cheap test first. If I can move that aside and try and finagle that away from each other without it falling off. Okay. And move that. Oh, wait a minute. This whole. Oh my God, it's stuck to the paper. Okay. So this is the cheap test, and it looks completely negative. Absolutely. I don't see anything there. Okay. All right, so there was nothing there. I'm going to check first response. I'll remove the box here. Put that down. And I do not see anything there either. Yeah, so I don't see anything here either. Okay. It looks negative. So, which is completely fine. It's fine, but not fine. It's fine, but not fine. All right. This is 12 DPO, and you're supposed to wait until you actually miss your cycle before testing to get the best results, right? But for me, it's therapeutic to view progress, and also it's a little bit of research, right? So those that are trying to get pregnant, they want to know, will I get a positive at 8 DPO? Will I get a positive at 12 DPO? And that's so hard to say because we're different. We have our bodies react differently. That's just what it is. However, if it's therapeutic for you to watch other women, see a result of positive at 8, 9, or 10 DPO, that gives you hope. Like this can happen. And then you see those that get negatives between 8 and 13 DPO and can still be pregnant, when they test later. And then our cycles are just different too. My cycle is between 32 and 35 days. my doctors specifically said, if your menstrual cycle does not come test or test on day 35. Today, this is cycle day 31 for me. So, it's still, there's a possibility is what I want to say, and these are the types of things that I'm going to want to hear when I watch videos. Like, there's still a possibility that I definitely still could be pregnant. You feel your body, your body, and you know that your body is going through some type of change. What is that change? What is this new cramping in my back? What is this new fluttering experience, in my abdomen? What is my body going through? Could this be it? Am I pregnant? The facts is that, we're trying every cycle. And so you're going to say or think that you're pregnant every cycle, and which is perfectly okay to do that. We're TTC, we're trying to conceive, and we're doing the things that, you would do to do that. So automatically, it's already set in place that you're gonna think that you're pregnant. If that makes any sense at all. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go off on my day. I will test until it is time until a positive comes, and or my cycle, my flow is what they call it, shows up, and that's just what it is. This is what I want to do. I feel great today. I hope that you guys also feel great today. It's going to be a wonderful Friday. It is October 25th. And baby dust your way. Have a blessed day. Hey guys, thought I'd share my favorite scripture with you. That is in Corinthians. It's talking about love. It's the love chapter. So I wanted to share that with you because I don't know, I feel like love today. As you can see, my braids are taken out and I washed my hair, and now I just have to, do something with it. My bump on this side here has burst, and it's kind of still bloody, sorry. But it's funny because, like I said, I usually break out, and I have been breaking out off and on, like this guy here formed on my face, I think, when was it yesterday or 2 days ago? And it is slowly but surely going away. So today is Saturday, and it is actually almost 5 o'clock. But I followed the routine this morning of checking my BBT, because Saturdays, if I don't have to get up and do anything, I don't. I try and really relax because it's just so necessary. So anyway, it's 4:53, and I actually got up this morning and took my BBT, and it went back up, 98.4. I will show you. So I recorded it, 98.4, went back up, because yesterday at 12 DPO it was 98.2, and today it's cycle 32. So it's kind of sort of staying elevated, and I check my BBT every morning at the same time. So I never, I set my clock, and my thermometer is by my bedpost. I just grab it, take it, Bill was like, I don't know what you're doing, what you're doing, go back to bed. I'm like, I gotta take my temperature. So anyway, so took my temperature this morning, and that's what it is. But so yeah, I'm sorry, I always lose track. Yeah, so I take it every morning at 6 o'clock. I set my timer, I just put it in. It goes off after maybe, I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes. It's a long time, it takes a long time. And then, it tells me what it is. And I think it's a great way to track ovulation and to also just track your period too. That I have had some light cramping earlier today. My period does start in 2 days. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna test until further notice. Tomorrow would be the last day of this series. I'm due to start, like I said, on Monday. So sometimes I'll start early, sometimes it starts right on time, sometimes it starts the day after. But until it does, I am going to continue to test. Today I am 13 DPO, so I am using a first response and a cheap Amazon test. One more thing before I start testing though. So this morning I cycle. So I cycle every Saturday morning about 8 o'clock, and I do some other exercises too. But I was just wondering, like, if I am pregnant, will this be harmful? And I did a lot of research, and it doesn't seem like it will be harmful. They want you though to take it easy, lay back on the strenuous exercises. As much as I wanted to put on a lot of resistance on my bike, I didn't. I put enough on to break a sweat, but I didn't go crazy. So I think it was very productive this morning, and I just feel great. Anyway, so let's get started. Also, guys, we're in a different venue. I'm in a different part of the house. I know you guys probably got tired of seeing my bathroom, which is not so cute anyway, because we moved into this house in August. It's October and we're still trying to get it together, so excuse all of the outdated whatever you see. Okay, so so this is what I'm using, and this is what I'm using, and as you can see, they're unopened, and I'm getting ready to test. And my urine is 6 o'clock morning urine. I got up, I took my BBT, and after that, went to go pee in a cup, and I set it in my bathroom all day. It was just sitting there all day. So, and I used my bathroom downstairs to avoid looking at it. So anyway, let's get started. You guys, this is the test. This lighting may be too much for you guys to see. I don't know. I may have to take it somewhere else for you guys to have a good look at it. Because this is glistening, glaring. There's a huge glare, like it's sun or something. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna turn up the other light in the other room, so I'll do that in the little one too. But anyway, so it's unused, and I'm gonna test. And I'm gonna first dip the cheap one and then the first response. And then today I'm gonna go out because this is my last first response. I said that I'm gonna test again tomorrow at 14 DPO, and tomorrow I'm actually gonna go ahead and get a clear blue. Just gonna step out on faith and get a clear blue, just because. All right. I don't want you guys to see my urine, so I'm just gonna show you that I'm dipping. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Take that out, and it's gonna cover it. Okay. And I'm gonna now dip the first response. So, guys, you can't see it, but it is going across. Oh, you can see it. There it is now. So it's going across. All right, I'm gonna cover that. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit for 5 minutes, and yeah, I'm gonna sit for 5 minutes. 13 DPO today. I'm positive and optimistic. I feel great. Whether it's negative or positive, whether doesn't matter if it's negative. If it's negative, I'm still going to remain positive. That's what I want to say. If it's negative, I am always nervous when I do these videos, but I'm trying to get used to it. I mean, this is something very personal that I'm sharing, and again, I think that, you know, for a lot of women, and for me, it's therapeutic. You know, I'm not the only person. It feels great to know that I'm not the only person in this predicament, and that, you know, there's a community of people out there that is willing to share their happiness, their sadness, their optimism, and, you know, just hope. So I'm excited to be a part of the community. So going to give this 5 minutes, and then we'll come back. I'll see you guys in 5. Guys, my timer went off. So supposedly it's time now to check. And I'm nervous. I'm nervous about checking it because, you know, you want to you want it to be positive, and you're scared that you are scared that it may be negative, which is an okay thing to be nervous about. So I'm gonna go ahead and check. My fiance's birthday is coming up in 3 days, on the 29th of this month. It would be an amazing gift to him to say, I don't even know how I would even present it to him. And as I already told you in other clips, if I find out that I am pregnant today or tomorrow or before his birthday, it may be a little bit hard for me to keep it in. But deep down inside, though, I really want to surprise him on his birthday and present it in a way that it is a present. So, I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and check. 13 DPO. Second series. Second to last series. I think that's how you're supposed to say it. I'm testing again tomorrow, and then after tomorrow is the last clip. And then if my period doesn't come on, then another slew of clips are to come. So, all right, so going to do the cheap test first. I can, jeez, okay. I don't see anything on here. Not a line. Don't see a line at all. No. No line there. Okay. All right. Now, first response. No line there. Don't see a line there. Not even a faint one. Okay. Okay, so no line there, not even a faint one on either test. They are negative. So, and oh my God, I keep saying that it's fine, but it is. It's gonna happen on God's time. Just have to, continue to do what I'm doing. I'll do my part. God's gonna do his part. So, gonna continue to do my part. I don't really have any symptoms, and I keep saying this. I mean, not symptoms that I think would warrant me to believe that I could be pregnant. But of course, there's always this ounce of you that says, yeah, you really could be, and you could, and I could be, I could be. My best friend, she is pregnant. She's 6 months pregnant, and she said that she didn't get her BFP until 17 DPO. So, and she was diagnosed with PCOS, and she said that she just had to kind of figure out like when was the best time for her to be intimate, and that was every day after her cycle, because she didn't know when she ovulated because her body was just that off. But I knew when I ovulated, and my OPK said positive, and we made sure that we did what we could do during that time frame of ovulation. So, I don't know. But I will test tomorrow morning, or I'll test sometime tomorrow. I'm going to do what I did today, check my BBT, pee in the cup after I do that, and probably test later on that afternoon. And then, if it is negative, and if my period does not, well, I'll do a check-in, but if it's negative, then I'll continue on testing at between 15 and 18 DPO if my period hasn't came yet. But I will check in and let you guys know that, hey, my period showed up. And then this cycle will be out. I'm going to name this cycle 1, because I did start to vlog back in May, but it was just a lot going on back then. So, but I've been trying since. It will be a year in December. So I guess I shouldn't say, I'll wait until December to say cycle 1. I guess it's like cycle 9 or something. Yeah. I'm going to say that this is cycle 9, and then after December it starts back over to cycle 1, and then at that time I'll look into further fertility, because then I'll be almost a year older. I'm what they call of maternal age. So just want to make sure that everything is still working as it should, and so far my body is doing what it's supposed to do according to the doctor. So then also I'll be getting a dye study. I'm supposed to check in once my menstrual cycle does show up. I'll let them know that, and then I get a dye study to make sure that sperm is meeting egg. And then we'll go from there. And my fiance got himself checked, just FYI. He got himself checked in July, and he's perfect. So there's that. Not perfect, but everything is working with him. So yeah. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go. You guys have a great Saturday. Have a great rest of the weekend. I pray and hope that I have faith that This will be something that you will succeed in. I pray that this will be something that you will succeed in, that this will happen for you, that God answers the desires of your heart, as He always has. In Jesus' name, amen. Baby, dust your way. Have a great day. Good morning, guys. So today is actually October 29th, and I haven't been, I didn't test after 14 DPO. I wanted to see if my period was going to come. It was due, one of my calendars said that it was due on the 27th, and another one said that it was due yesterday on the 28th. Today is now October 29th, and my period hasn't shown, but I think that it's coming. And I just didn't want to test. I thought about it and I didn't test. So my idea though was to call my doctor, let them know that my period hasn't started and what they suggest I should do. Should I come in for a blood test? I think, I could be off. I think I am 16 DPO. I don't know. Because ovulation is tricky. My OPK said that, it was the strongest on the 13th of October. So I'm counting from that day. It could have been, it could have been a little bit later. So, I could be thrown off, to be honest with you. What I want to do, I did get the clear blue. You saw the picture in the beginning. The clear blue is there. I feel like I do want to test when I return from home. I didn't want to do it this morning because I wanted to see if my period was coming. Actually, I wanted to see if my period shows up throughout the day. And then if it doesn't show up throughout the day, because I'm having all kinds of symptoms. I'm having breast tenderness, but that's also a PMS symptom. And so a lot of the symptoms that I'm having is connected to PMS as well as pregnancy. So I don't want to step too far off the ledge here and say that I got to be pregnant. Of course, one of the strongest symptoms is missing your period. And according to my calendar, I'm 2 days late. But according to my body, something's getting ready to happen. I just don't know what. So I'm going to give it until the end of the day. I do have a clear blue that I'm going to test. Today is my fiance's birthday. It would be so wonderful and great if I could tell him that I'm pregnant today. We're having dinner with his godparents later on this evening. So when I come home at about maybe 4-ish, I gotta hurry up and test if there's no period. Hurry up and test and show you guys, and then get on with my, sorry, that was my best friend is calling me. Anyway, let me go. I gotta go. I will talk to you guys later. Love you much. Love you much. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you later on. Talk to you guys later. Hey guys, just kind of one more thing. So it's actually about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and still no period. I'm gonna let these clips go. I'm gonna post these clips tonight because these clips are supposed to be from 11 to 14 DPO, and so even though I didn't test at 14 DPO, I stopped at 13 DPO, I believe. Yeah. I'm going to do these next few clips that I'll post later. It's going to be me testing with a missed period at this point in time. So I'm 2 days late. My last test was negative, as you saw. I'm going to let this video go, these clips go. I'm going to post it tonight. And I will test at this point now, just because I'm testing with a missed period up until positive shows up or Aunt Flo decides to come. I did call my doctor's office. I'm waiting for them to return my phone call to let me know, if they want me to come in to do a blood test. So we'll see. But I'll see you guys in the next clips. That should be posting probably the first week of November. And we'll see, fingers crossed. Baby does to you all. And I look forward to talking with any of you that are having these issues right now. If you have a missed period and you're getting negative tests, I would love to hear from you. Thanks, guys, and have a great rest of the week.